at one point.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they don't quit. There's some good arms too that they battled back against. You know, usually, you know, when we see it the other way, big innings have something. You know, there are a couple walks in there, tough at bats, an error. Yeah, but just to chip away, you know, Bobby hit the grand slam, got us right back into it, and then it kind of settled down there a little bit. But the ninth inning was exciting.
See Bobby come up in that clutch moment in that fifth inning there when your team really needed it. Just these moments that he continues to have in his second season, how impressive is that, not only to you but to the team as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's basically playing like you would in Little League, you know. I mean, hitting homers, stealing bases, you know. I mean, he's doing it all right now, and that's the kind of ability he has, but to be able to put it together at this level is really difficult, so you can't take that for granted.
Ninth inning, should Blanco have slid there at third?
Yes.
He got the slide signal from.
Well, that's, you know, I don't know. I didn't see Vance, but he pulled up a little short and didn't slide. So, I mean, if he's going to go to third there, he's got to go as hard as he can, slide, and maybe the ball hits him in the back or whatever and gets away. But, yeah, there's no question about that.
When you look at Jordan Laws today, the 7 runs in the fourth inning obviously is the headline, but what else has he done in this start that kind of you thought he did okay outside of those 7 runs?
Well, he was really efficient the first 3 innings. You know, nothing. Gave up a couple hits, looked sharp. You know, the home runs got him in the fourth. Came back out, put up a 0 in the fifth. You know, so they hit him around in the fourth inning, but other than that, you know, his stuff was what it normally is, and he competed.
What led to that big fourth inning?
Yeah, I mean, it was a first pitch homer, I think, to Suarez, and then you know, those first 2 homers. I don't know what the pitches were, but you know, up in the zone. You know, then Teoscar. I mean, he hit that ball really well. Oppo. He obviously had a nice night for himself. Yeah, I mean, it looked like just mislocations, balls up in the zone.
Impression of Massey's at bat there in the ninth inning as well.
Great. You know, even earlier in the game, the at bat he had where he fouled off a bunch of pitches. You know, he had several good at bats tonight, but that last one, you know, when he hit it, I was thinking, man, if that gets in the gap, you know, but. Yeah, tremendous at bat. He's been swinging the bat really well.
Talk about what Bobby's done, but got that single the fifth inning to start it. What have you seen from him just in the leadoff spot, and how have those two fueled your offense lately?
Yeah, well, the one thing that's really stood out from the beginning about Michael is his adjustability with the barrel. You know, he can, you know, he hits the ball the other way really well. He battles, he gets down, you know, if he's down in the count, he can flick a ball out there. He makes contact. You know, he has a flair a little bit for the bigger spots. You know, he's come through in some big spots for us, but both of those guys at the top of the order, they can both run. They both put the ball in play, or, you know, have been recently. And you know, when they get on base, we go.